Hello there, my name is Skull and welcome back to Stygian Reign of the Old Ones. Last time we continued investigating about the stabber in the dark alleys, the mysterious Arkham stabber. We got some information actually from Wilkins, since we gave him something to help him recover from his phantom pain. We got some suspects from him. Found out about that Keelan could be one of these stabbers, or could be the stabber or not, but he apparently was the remaining member of Julian's group, so he could be the stabber or not. We also learned about other victims, two victims actually that died from the Arkham stabber, who were with Julian and Keelan, and now Julian is dead, and now Keelan is nowhere to be found. So we're gonna have to grab some information. Now the way we're doing that is we're in the Essex Hotel, and we can either we're gonna try and ask about. We have Horatio, who lives here at Essex Hotel, was one of the suspects who could have done the murder. He lives in 203, and we also need to go to 303 to see if we can get inside there and see what we can find, since Julian and the other people lived in that room. Unfortunately, though, it's currently owned by Carrion Jack, a guy who is essentially some sort of mob hero of sorts. But the only way to do that is we need to use Copperhead whiskey. Luckily, though, we do have Copperhead whiskey. We did buy that beforehand. So now we're here at the Essex Hotel. We're going to investigate it a bit, see what we can find. I also started investigating on the way out of Arkham, and I got some information on where I could find some stuff. So, yeah. Ah, some girls are gonna have some fun, it seems. I mean, kind of is normal. I mean, this is 1920s, so it's probably happened. Ooh. The desiccated corpse who died crawling across the floor looks like he spent his last breath trying to defend his most precious possession. But it's locked, so... Actually, what do we have here? So desk, few cigs, and a one-handed melee weapon for Shiv. And a derby hat. Alrighty, gonna continue on and let's see what else we have. So, Arkham has been weird. This place has been just kind of weird ever since. The question is, who is the Arkham stabber? I mean, it could be Keelan, because if the three people had died from the Arkham stabber, and there's only one who hasn't been caught, either he's the Arkham stabber, or he is going to be the next target. So we have to find him first. So hopefully, when we go to this room, we might get something. But let's go. The Essex Hotel has a couple of open rooms for investigating. Oh, hello there. Rather unnerving occult symbol has been drawn on the floor of this filthy and disorderly room, constituting the evidence that its tenants could have had motives other than mere self-indulgence. I can see that. Ooh. Occultist robes, notes to Agatha. Who? To Agatha, you shall not under any circumstances remove these garments from this place of storage, not even for cleaning. It's essential that you heed this instruction, for their untimely absence would create a seriously inconvenient situation. In consideration of my duties for tonight's ceremony, J. This robe bestows an aura of gravitas mystis upon the wearer. I see, so we found the cult robes. Tea-can spaghetti ration. Spaghetti! I mean, it's always, you know, good to eat some. Few cigs, manuscript, Spit of Al Resides, research for occult, which we already have with our main occult guy. Another ration consumed. Yeah, right, our guy is intoxicated and has misfortune. Poor Roderick, he's just not not calming down enough. Anyway, here's room 303. This is where we can meet with Horatio, one of the suspects of the Arkham stabber. We also did talk to one of the other suspects, or tried to. It was the mute girl. We couldn't really talk to her though, unfortunately, so we have to leave her out for a bit. But let's see what other suspects might have. Lock the door. The person inside shouts, "Leave me alone! I just need a few questions answered." Questions? About what? About several murders happening in town. What does this have to do with me? The man takes a deep sobbing breath before continuing. You listen to me. There's a ruthless killer in town, yes. And he is worse than that. He is the king of all of Arkham's murderers. You know who I'm speaking of, that black-hearted, wax-faced son of a bitch. Now go ahead, point the finger on me. I don't care who hears me say it. He's a son of a bitch. I won't do anything like that. I'm not acquainted with the mob at all. Then please leave, sir. His voice drops with pure boiling hatred. Considering the things I'm planning to do, even talking to me might cost you your neck. I'm willing to take that chance. Would you open the door, please? First, prove to me that you're not with the mob. I didn't break the door down and kill you. The room goes silent for a few seconds, then a lock clicks and the door yawns open. Yeah, if it was the mob looking for this guy, would have kicked the door down. Oh, it seems to be a splendid magician, I see. Hello there. You see a devastated looking man in a wrinkled, stained stage costume. This must be the magnificent Horatio, or what's left of him. You're really not gonna kill me, right? The man's severely swollen eyes tell you that he's been in this state for some time. No. For a fragment of a second, you think you see a disappointment flicker in his reddish eyes. Alright, ask your oh-so-important questions. Did you hear about the young man who was killed on the street a while ago? You catch him wavering for a short moment. Did you hear about the lovely young lady who was killed at the hands of that tyrant? Look, pal, we each have our own wounds in this wretched town. What lady? His tired eyes begin to water as if about to continue their routine of constant weeping. She was my assistant. Not just my assistant. Violet was everything I had. What happened to her? She was... He stops abruptly, growing angry. I don't suppose you came here to ask about Violet. Forget about your questions and leave me be. So you know absolutely nothing about the victim? I can't say that I like your tone. You better leave you're done with your questioning. What do you know about the Arkham Stabber? I've heard that some folk were being stabbed. I barely left this gloomy chamber for a long time. Weeks. Or is it months? Even the time is damned in this place. He wipes his eyes with the sleeve of his tuxedo and continues. Dusk was always the most melancholic time of day for me. He laughs bitterly. Now I'm trapped forever in this moment of eternal dusk. All alone with my memories of her. On a bright day, some memories can warm your heart. On days like this, they pierce you like ice, reminding you of what has been lost forever. I'm sorry. I know the feeling. Horatio silently stares at the wall. It seems her words aren't reaching him. What's your grudge against Waxface? His eyes focus on the memory of his sworn enemy, and he answers slowly, making every word count. He took what is dearest from me, and I plan to do exactly the same. And if I can't find something that monster holds dear, which would be of no surprise to me at all, then I will take the wretched life from his fat carcass. I heard you have a sword or swords. So what? Do you think my stage swords are like the meat cleavers the mob used to behead people? I'm a magician, for God's sake! Casts his eyes down. I mean, I used to be one. One of the best. Haven't you heard? The magnificent Horatio has come to town. I think I saw one of your flyers. Is that supposed to make me feel better? He looks at the state of his clothes and smiles bitterly. Look at my magnificence now. So you're a magician? An illusionist, to be more precise. I'm no hedge wizard like those mad sheiks of the cult. I don't have any control over poor folks' minds or anything like that. But if you learn the art of manipulating the audience's perceptions, combined with special optical effects, you can put on real spectacle. Something that people will remember their entire lives. That is true. For the first time, you catch a glimpse of life in this pain, man. A pure moment of sharing the same space with the impossible, the unexplainable. That's magic. Dark clouds gather again as quickly as they parted. But when Violet died, the magic in me died with her. You mentioned the sheiks of the cult. Look, I use the principles of nature in my craft. I'm not a scientist, but I'm well read. Optics, physics, engineering. Every spectacle is grounded in delicate calculation. But those mad priests are a different breed. They're almost like... He struggles to find the right words. They suck the faith out of their worshippers and turn it into a disease. A sickness that can affect reality. I prefer not to think about these things. Me neither. But some things you see, they just stay. Like a recurring nightmare, they rise to the surface once in a while. Even when you do everything you can to avoid them. I see. Another thing. Horatio stares at you impatiently. Nothing else we can really ask him right now, but yeah, I mean, wizards, magicians, so to speak, like, you know, the kind of magicians like we know in real world, they do throw a good spectacular deck of marked cards. We'll take that. They do throw like a very beautiful, like spectacular, and it might seem like very odd, but you know, of course we all know what it is like. So, from the room window, the lifeless body of Julian, the stabber's last victim, is still visible. Although Horatio claims he is unaware of the young man's death, this certain view contradicts with the man's accounts. Horatio, are you lying? Subterfuge, look at those dusty corners cluttered with the depressed illusionist's quirky and paraphernalia, gewgaws, and gurmkri. But, yeah. Whoa. That fucking sound just scared the crap out of me. So now we got mild exhaustion, so we have to recover at some point. We have to sleep. But yeah, I mean, it's when you lose someone, someone especially quite close tied to your work. What's the point of working? You know, unless of course you got like something to do, and it's kind of sad. The mob in Arkham is very rough. Why are you still here? I answered all your questions. Your window directly overlooks the crime scene. You say you never left the room, yet you saw nothing? I was... Horatio averts his gaze once again. He may be a master of visual deception, but his attempts at verbal deception are a disaster. I was sleeping. Horatio, this is serious. More people will die. I didn't see anything. I can still see his corpse from your damned window. The man suddenly bursts out in angry desperation. Alright, I saw it. I saw how they ripped that young man to pieces. They? A swarm of shadows with black stingers fed on the flesh of men. Along with fear, there is a touch of admiration in the man's eyes. Why would you hide this information? The pained man shouts to you in tears. Because they were strong and merciless, and they knew how to kill. They're as ruthless as that monster Waxface. Wait, there's more. You want to know everything, huh? When the shadows were done with that man, I stormed down the stairs to catch them. I shouted after them, but they never even turned to look at me, and I swear they flew away through the air. What were they exactly? How should I know? I've been ridiculed for these kinds of things all my life. Spirits of some kind? But I could feel the hatred oozing out of them. It was like mine. Maybe even stronger. You went after them? Only because I wanted them to kill Waxface. I would give anything to make him suffer like I did. He's clearly on the verge of nervous breakdown. My life, my soul, anything. Did you see where the shadows went? I might have. He looks at you with a fresh expression. I just might. You asked me for the truth and I told it. You took a chance on my retribution to some kind of repayment is only fair. You know that what I'm planning to do and you're going to help me. He wipes his eyes with his dirty sleeve again. That is, if you want to know where the House of Shadows is. Or that House of Shadows. Do you really think I can succeed at that? Of course not. You think I trust a stranger with something that important? All I need is an unguarded entrance to the blackened club. The rest, I'll take care of myself. Alright. First, tell me what he did to your assistant. You're the persistent type, aren't you? I used to be the same before all these. He recollects the tormenting events of his recent past. Violet. She never wanted that show. Not one bit. A private show for the unseen Imperator himself. Who would want that? But I told her it would be good for us. He was the only authority in this chaos after all. I thought if he liked the show, he would protect us. Foolish, wasn't it? Judging by the methods of enforcers, I can say that he is not a stable person. But I was persistent. I had persuaded her. So we found ourselves there in the end, straight into the casino lounge. Spent hours preparing the stage. I wanted that show to be perfect. I wanted to make an impression. We were finally ready, and nervous as hell he came, surrounded by his made men who were like flies buzzing around rotten meat. We weren't allowed to look at him directly, but I could see his huge silhouette out of the corner of my eye. We started the performance, and the first few tricks went well. I couldn't see the man's face, and the maidmen seemed uninterested, but I can tell when there's a spark in the eyes of the audience. Then the time came for the blade box act. You've heard of this trick, right? The lady gets inside a prop coffin, and the magician stabs it through with swords. Then the lady comes out just fine. You never know how. In reality, the 3 points of the swords are all precisely calculated. I see. He's growing more anxious with every passing second. We were in the middle of the act, and Violet was inside the box. When I was about to insert the third sword, I noticed something moving from the corner of my eye. Waxface had actually stood up and was moving towards me. I could hear his heavy footsteps even turning in my head. I was trembling when he finally asked me if he could give it a try. Before I knew what was happening, his brutes grabbed the swords from my hands and grappled me. Horatio looks like he was being grappled again, this time by invisible hands. They forced me to keep my head down. Let's let him continue. He started snapping the box. He speaks as if he's suffocating, shattering the wood savagely. I heard Violet scream. Blood was seeping out of the box. Full of agony, he shouts, that box became a real coffin. He's returned to his broken, lifeless state now. He was done. I heard that accursed voice again, calling me a fraud, ordering his men to throw me out. I don't know, care, or remember what's happened since then. Just because I said my piece doesn't mean you should feel sorry for me. If you want to help me, I already told you how to do it. I'll be fine. Alright, I'll do my best. Good. The monster's lair is called the Blackened Club. It stands in French Hill. Just find a way in and return to me. He seems lost again in his crimson plans of vengeance. So, he wants vengeance now. Yikes. So, where is make the Horatio. So Horatio denies that he is Cyber of Arkham, claims regard against us. So now we need to, if we're gonna get information out of Horatio, he wants us to find to essentially give us a way inside, so we can share with him. Well, alrighty, kind of terrible. And that's the part about magicians, like, yeah, if someone does a trick, you could kill someone by accident. But that, holy shit. That is just horrifying. The mob. Sometimes they can do evil things to you. Alrighty, well, we're here in the 3rd floor. We need to go to room 303, got a couple of rooms opened up here. Outsider, could we talk for a bit? Okay, this place definitely is anonymous. Top end gentleman's clothes. Where my game is lagging a bit. I'm just gonna leave the room actually. That place is just creepy as hell. Good talk for a second. As soon as you enter the room, the outsider gives you a cautionary look. As a creature who spent almost all of his experience in such environs, I can say with complete certitude that this place is haunted. Is there something specific I should be worried about? However, or whatever the entity bound to this room may be, let us hope we do not become the target of its wrath from beyond the grave. Thanks for the warning. So there's a room, creepy room that I will not enter again, because that was just creepy. That was just like, woo. This room is much cleaner and better repaired than the rest of the hotel. It doesn't take a detective to deduce that Etienne makes this place his home. Lockpicks. Useless key. Locked. Your skill's not good enough to for this already. We're gonna leave it. So there's a haunted room. There's Etienne's room. I'm gonna save and see over here. A coarse and burly man with a dangerous look in his eyes gruffly yanks the door open. From his grotesque features to his disturbing odor, everything indicates that he is the infamous Carrion Jack, who has a very beautiful face, as we can see. You're not at all pleased by your interruption. Who the fuck are you? Room service. I need to clean up. Just take a few minutes. You inhale the man's repulsive odor as he leans towards you like a vulture. Now listen to me, you slave bastard, because I'm only gonna say this once. If you ever knock on this door again for any goddamn reason, someone will be cleaning your fucking intestines from all over the room. I've heard some things about you. Oh yeah? He reaches calmly for the .45 in his shoulder holster. His eyes carry the blackness of a shark closing on spray. Like what? Like you bolt down a lot of copperhead. They say you've got stamina. You copperhead drinker? I am, and a better one than you. Just look at this worthless son of a bitch. He likes to play the tough. I'll have you spitting fucking blood, you know that? I've seen tougher men cough up the guts trying to outdrink me. You can see their challenge has put him in a good mood. I'm going to enjoy this. Alright, crack it open. Crack what open? The copperhead whiskey, idiot. You come to my door shooting your mouth off and expect to drink my poison? Show me the fucking bottle. Here you go. Carrion Jack snatches the snake liquid from your hands, opens the bottle, raises it towards you. To all the brave dead idiots of Arkham. Enter during contest with Carrion Jack. Survival. They actually do have a decent survival, I think. Let's see how tough you are. It seems you're one tough mother. That was easy. Survival. Win the drinking contest with Carrion Jack. Stomach of steel. I think we do have. Yeah, we have survival at 2. Pile. Copperhead whiskey. Slots of 6. Silver pocket watch. 45 automatic. HW revolver. Woman. 2-6. Julian's crumpled note. Ooh. 2-6. Cock up in Marley. We managed to actually knock out the guy who has a lot of constitution. Wow, that was kind of easy. But we are like a survivalist, so. Julian's crumpled note. My eternal light, Maria. My once striving hopes have been dashed, leaving only despair. The shadow that devoured the city prevents us from reaching the outside world. We should have never come to this god-forsaken place. I should have never have said yes to this wicked deal. Please, now that I did everything to have a better life with. Here the next script is interrupted by angry scratches. Julian continues. What the hell is the point? I've written the same things again and again, but none of my letters will ever leave Arkham. There they lay unread in that damned post office where they will stay forever. Oh, sweet Maria, I'll never see you again. Please forgive me. Poor guy. So now I have to go to the post office then. Turn around to send letters. So there's a couple of unsent letters, we'll check that out, but first of all, I better keep my mouth shut. Is that a guy or gal? Etienne Lafayette strives around the clock to keep the hotel beds in acceptable condition, but they plainly stained and scarred furniture in this room leaves a lot to be desired. Anything else we're missing? We looted him. Close to leveling up also. So we just beat Carrion Jack to a contest of drinking. Looks like we kept our. We decided we had somehow managed to do it. Oh, the cesspool of Arkham. Going back to the ground floor. So, where is Arkham Post Office? I actually need to find out the place out. So we now have a new mission from Horatio. We have to find out how he can enter the club secretly, so we'll have to investigate there. And now we also have a spot we need to look for the post office, which is over there actually. Although one of the newer buildings in the town, the supernatural darkness has reduced the post office to decrepitude, entering the letters of the damned bitwicks to its cracked walls. Let's go in. What's inside the Arkham post office? Oh no. Oh no. We're not here. Few cigs. Ah, crap, they saw us. Struggle! Haven't had a struggle in a while. Holy crap. Alright, this is gonna be bad. And we're up against, I think that's a ghoul or something. What is that thing? Hey, our dog goes first. So what is that thing? It has to be a ghoul, I think. Ugh. Move over there, doggo. Alrighty, strike that. Good hit, doggy. Come on, Winston. Good job. Alright, Winston got one down. Gonna move him over there. And I also have him to guard. Ooh, miss. Miss. Aha! Alright, now it's Eduardo. Shoot. Ah, shoot her. She's the closest. Alright, now we focus. The Feral King. Oi! Not dog! How dare you! Alrighty, let's see. Quick spells, let's cast Spit of Our Sky. Ah, but yeah, spit! It's barely doing any damage! Okay, well, defend. Alright, now it's Roderick Terrence. Shoot him. Oh, misfire! Oh no! Doggo! That was not supposed to happen. Damn it. Alright, well. Move over there and I focus. Despair! Alrighty, it's sad. And now we gotta take our actions again. Oh no, Winston's bleeding. Alright, you feral king. We will stab you. It was only graze a bit. Alrighty, come on. Ooh, critical hit! Nice one, Winston! Nice! Oops, sorry for the clap there. Good job, we killed the feral king. Howl of insanity. Ugh, we're losing some sanity. Not the dog. Damn it, damn you. Shoot them, Eduardo. Use your gun. Alright, Eduardo got some good shots. Gonna move outside over there and attack. Swipe. Good job. There we go. That's the end of combat. Wow, we're surviving on the combat actually. So we have Sigs, Junk Key, and Julian's Unsent Letters. Got some XP and some angst. And there's only yourself and oh, Winston is bleeding. Oh, poor guy. Alright, is there any way we could maybe help him out? Inventory. Do we have any bandages? Or anything to help him out? Yeah. Alright, let's go to Winston. Use on him. Should take care of the bleeding, yep. Alrighty, there's some things to loot here. There's this parcel. A few cigs. Anything else? Well, at least we killed those guys though, so don't be interrupting us. A couple of cigs. A couple of cigs. A few cigs. Needs examination. The communication equipment scattered around these decks is all inoperative due to the power shortage, the absence of staff, and other vital deprivations. What's over here? A few cigs. We're getting lots of cigs. We have quite a few now. But, in the meantime, let us read the unsent letters. Read. My ever-shining light, Maria. I am writing to you from a god's forsaken town called Arkham. I don't doubt... I got some XP. Let's let those pass. Do you level up? I don't think so. I don't doubt that you're upset about how we parted ways, but please, baby, let me explain. The reason why I left without so much as a goodbye is because you'd have never believed me if I told you about the crazy hit we set our eyes on. But with God as my witness, we made it, Maria. We really made it this time. You can't even imagine what kind of digs we're in right now. A ritzy hotel suite. Who would have thought that the bedraggled Boston rejects would lodge at the fanciest hotels, eat the best meals, and guzzle the best hooch? Certainly no one would about a week ago. I was talking about gold, Maria. Real, glittering gold. From now on, I swear you'll never have to work another damn day for the rest of your life, so say goodbye to your mop and apron. Better believe it, baby. Richer than the rock, fellas. Whatever kind of good-for-nothing lollygagger I was, you never gave up on me all these years, and for that I am eternally grateful. But know that your lover has struck gold this time. I mean, literally. Miss you, my shining angel. I'll be in your arms very soon. Julian Parrott's signature. So it seems they had just found gold, which is interesting. Gold in those days, well, thanks. I learned about the group called the Boston Rejects and came to Arkham after committing a heist involving some gold. After an encounter with the raving lunatics in the post office, I found Julian's letters, which contained some interesting information. Julian and his friends called themselves the Boston Rejects and came to Arkham after committing some kind of heist nearby. It involved gold. Maybe Wilkins might have something? So he struck gold. So the question now is this: where is the gold? If they struck gold, where could it be? That's the question. New level reached, level 4. Okay, level up. Let's do level up. So, alrighty, Roderick Terrence. What do we get to increase for him? We'll give him athletics, and we'll give him firearms. And now we get some new abilities. Agile Brawler, which, better criticals, Cold-Blooded, Dodger, Gunslinger, Haggler, Heavy Hitter, Innate Power, Luck of Totem, Medic, Sniper, Stabber, Supernatural Resilience, Tough, Snapshot. What's Snapshot do actually? Hold on. Passion pistol attack that costs. Well, we're not really pistoler. I think. Ooh. Let's take Dodger. Or. Actually, let's take Sniper. Got +3 range, critical success chance. It's pretty good for us, I think, since we're a ranged character. Winston, skills, we'll give him melee and survival. Trained Hound, increase hunger, exhaustion. Howl, gets a small protection against super effect. Or Tackle 2, Winston knocks down his opponent to the ground, the opponent's critical fail chance increases. We'll take Trained Hound level 2, so he doesn't have to like scream for us for hunger. And the Outsider, we'll give him medicine and occult. Or Repulsion, Outsider is less likely to be engaged by enemies. Hollow Touch, Outsider shreds all inflicts 90 damage and carry a small chance of making the opponent lose AP. Wisdom of the Sentries 2, minimum maximum solid damage by 2 and lowest maximum health by 6. Or Rat of Isolation, Minimum maximum damage by 2 lowers maximum damage by 2. We'll do our repulsion. And level up ourselves. Oh. Okay. So a couple of things have happened. That's for sure. What? Oh, that's alright. So we have to rest up at some point. So, well, we're getting close to the end of the episode here. We got some information now. We still need to do the Magnificent Horatio stuff, but we now got some information about Julian, that he and his friends, the Boston Rejects, had committed a crime, a heist. So, I guess I'll have to find out what's going on about that one next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, though. If you did enjoy the episode, please give it a like. Put down the comments below if you have any questions, and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Until then, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later.